So, day off here in Estonia, and what are we up to? Oh yes, it's some historic rallying. So,
yeah, it's my holiday now from World Rally Championship. I don't know if I'm crazy. Maybe some other people are lying on the sun somewhere on the beach and relaxing, but my free time is the historic rallying. But because I like doing something, I can't stand without doing anything. So this is my hobby, and since I've been in the Volkswagen group from the beginning of the year, it also gave me a chance to drive a new historic car, Audi Quattro, which is Audi is part of the Volkswagen group, and it's one of the cars which been my dream to drive from the childhood. So now I have the opportunity, and that's why we are here in Estonia.
So when you think of a Quattro, who do you think of? Who are the great drivers that come to mind when you think of Quattro?
If I think about Quattro, the very first impression what I get in my mind is Hannu Mikkola. Obviously he was there from the beginning until the end of the Audi, so from 81 to until 87. And this car which I'm now driving presents Group 4 Quattro, which was used in 81, 82, and then Group B was introduced 83. The Group P car was lighter and it had an aluminium engine block and electronic fuel injection. In this Group 4 car we have a Peterborough mechanical fuel injection, and you have still the panels are aluminium, and it's a bit heavier. But these guys are from Italy, R3 Rally Rent Racing. They have built this car, and they have any good experience with the car, so I thought that I decided to make the deal with them, and felt that the Group 4 car still will be fast enough.
But you haven't had much chance to drive it yet. You got out in shakedown yesterday, and you've been blisteringly fast compared with the other drivers. But what's the feeling like so far?
The very first experience I got with the car was in just weekend before Rally Sardinia. I went to Italy to see a rally where this car was competing by Andrea Sivian, and then we had a little test on tarmac, 10 kilometers on tarmac, and I was surprised that it wasn't as much understeering as I was expecting. So now we have done on gravel 12 kilometers of testing, so not a lot, but very good impression with the car. It's stable, it's calm, and you have power steering, you have a four-wheel drive, and obviously it's also you don't have it's a solid center diff, like also in the Polo is a solid center diff, so there is similar aspects. But the biggest challenge with the car is that you have a big turbo lag, because you don't have an anti-lag system like now, like cars nowadays, where you have airflow to spin the turbo while you are off the throttle. But in this Audi there is nothing for that. So how, if you want to get the turbo lag away, you have to pump the throttle to keep the turbo spinning. So this means if you don't do it, and you come to the braking, you're off the throttle, and once you push the throttle, the turbo lag is so big that first 2 seconds doesn't happen anything, and then when the power comes, it's like this.
So does that mean you're going to have a bit more left foot braking on this than you would normally? Or?
I think back in the 80s they had to start doing left foot braking, because they had to, while they were braking, they had to pump the throttle to keep the turbo spinning. I think it was very important, especially with these cars. And then you have also the synchro gearbox, so you have to use clutch. So you start left foot braking, you pump the throttle, and then you move your right foot to the brake, and then left foot for the clutch. You change, and then back to throttle with the right foot.
It all sounds very easy.
When you don't think about it, it works well.
You're renting this car, so you keep saying that you're going to be a bit careful. It's not your car, so it won't be going absolutely flat out. Is that true, really?
Well, with an Escort, I could push absolutely limit, and I did it last year in Estonia and then also in Lahti. But when you rent the car, it's somebody else's car. You have to also a little bit look after the car. Of course, I want to drive fast. My passion is to drive fast, but you need to a little bit consider which areas you can push. That if it's a little bit bad road, or if it's challenging places, and so you don't need to push to the limit. I mean, if there is a good section, then I will try to go faster, but I guess you don't need to attack now like in a WRC. So it's also it's more about to be relaxed and enjoy the driving.
And it's a really well organised rally, isn't it? I mean, it looks like really good fun stages as well, and it's a great atmosphere out there.
It's really brilliant to see here how they are working in Rally Estonia, that the service park, all the commercial side, it's very well brought for the people. And I mean the schedule is quite relaxed, but it's actually nice because nowadays the World Rally Championship is getting a bit too hectic sometimes. So it's nice that when you set good atmosphere and relaxed, you have a time. So like now here we are Friday afternoon, and we haven't started the rally yet, which will be happening like 1 hour. But so you can go for the walk, you can go for the run, you can take a massage like I take this morning, and because the area is very famous for the sport, famous with the sport people, because there's a good opportunities for the training.
Okay, well, good luck, and we'll see you at the end of the first stage and get your first impressions after that with the rally.
Thank you.